I just ask you, first of all, you've obviously watched back the game now. Like, what was the message and what's your own kind of feelings now looking back on the England game for the weekend?
Look, England played incredibly well, but at the same time, when you look back, we're a bit frustrated with ourselves. We certainly didn't play anywhere near potential, and it's tough viewing for us when that happens, and we're hugely disappointed with parts of our performance. But it's done now, and we've had to brush ourselves off, and that was Saturday. So we're into a massive week. So we've done the review, and we're over it now, and we're focused on Scotland.
Simon mentioned to us there that we were a bit passive in defence. Is that something that as players you take kind of personally that's a disappointing kind of aspect of it? Something you really work out right on the day?
Yeah, I think whenever you watch a review like that, and you see moments in the game where you are passive and you're kind of inviting a team like England onto you. It is very tough view, and we know we're much better than that. And look, we know we're better than that. It does hurt, especially when you watch it back. We were desperate at times. We were doing things on our own, which is very unlike us. And it's a performance that we'll probably look back at for a long time to show what not to do for this Irish team, because we know we're much better than that.
On the positive side, huge game coming up so soon, and a massive occasion on Saturday. What do you expect it to be like, and what's it like to have, I guess, such a big game coming up with a championship on the line that you can turn things around pretty quickly?
Yeah, I was saying out there, like Pete even said it to us yesterday, when we were kind of licking our wounds a bit. We were kind of saying we have to get over ourselves now. He said he's been in many championships going into the final week where they've just been gone in to play dead rubber. We're in a very privileged position this week where we have an opportunity to win the Six Nations, a back-to-back Six Nations, which hasn't been done too often. So it's a very exciting week for us as a group, for us as a country. Ireland, we have an opportunity to give the fans something to celebrate this weekend if we can right those wrongs from last week and put in a serious performance. And that's where the focus is. The focus is on, putting in a much better performance and getting the win this weekend and lifting that trophy.
How did you feel about the line out both sides?
Yeah, look, with the team England picked, they're obviously targeting that area, and they got after one or two balls. So probably, hindsight's a great thing, isn't it? I probably kicking myself for one or two calls as well that they stole. We kind of went away defensively a little bit from what we'd been doing, which was tough to watch back, frustrating. So they're areas that you switch off for 1 second and you lose a moment, and it can cost you. But I think if we get those things right, we'll be back to where we've had the line in this campaign.
And what would you say you're confident about that area? Because often on section, particularly in the this game, you can focus on those moments.
Yeah, of course, because it's always a big moment if you steal a line out or if you lose a line out. They're big moments in games, and sometimes teams just guess the right area and there's nothing you can do, and then sometimes there's bad calls. Credit to England, the one that before that led to Pete's yellow card. They did an incredibly defensive line out. Like we had scouted them, we thought we could get them in that area, but they defended it well. Maybe I shouldn't have made that call. I probably could have went to an easier call, but sometimes you want to back our drill, and that's what I did. But it was the wrong decision. So, yeah, as I said, you can't dwell on those things. We're focused on Scotland now and how they defend and how they attack, and hopefully we'll get it right this weekend.
You said to Murray there that on the defensive lineups you went away from some of the things you were doing well previously. Can you elaborate on that? Like
we just didn't get in the air when you should have, and you know there was one or two where look, I could have gotten in the air, and I just for a split second I doubt myself, and then I don't jump, and you know if you know earlier in the campaign I probably wasn't doing that, and I don't know why in the day at that moment I did it. Same with later in the game, same thing happened. So for a number of us, and you know it's one little thing. You know if you're gonna we said at the start we're gonna back ourselves in defence, and you know we'll certainly be going back to that again.
And then obviously this time last year when the lads were going to the Grand Slam, you were injured at the time. Yeah. How excited are you about the potential and prospect of being able to win a Six Nations trophy on the pitch this
Yeah, it's huge, you know, like it's funny, I was saying last year, you're obviously a part of everything that had happened, and it's tough not being involved, and you know, if I'd have played the last two games, maybe I would have, it would have been a different experience, but like I still played a big part last year, I feel, and it was still tough not being on the field, so it will be nice if we do get to win and I am on the field, so fingers crossed.
And so you'd mentioned not being happy with the performance against England and you wanting to learn from it. Was there anything that was different ahead of the game, mood-wise, or anything in the camp that you felt was different going into it?
No, not really. I think we felt good going into the game. We felt like we trained well all week. You know, I think we just didn't perform as well as we would have liked. But at the same time, that's down to England as well. They put their stamp on the game early on, and we didn't adjust, and we didn't come together and figure it out and get back to what we know. And you know, as Si said, defensively we were passive, and we stayed passive for pretty much the whole game. And discipline let us down at crucial times, and you know, it's probably been an area for us that had been so good the last 2 years even, and over the last couple of games, that's the one area where we feel like we haven't improved, where even though we said we should improve in that area. So that's going to be a massive focus for us this weekend as well. So you know, you have to give credit to England. They put a stamp on the game and we didn't adjust, and that's probably what led to our poor performance.
And the championship on the line, so really exciting. It's hard to come by Six Nations championships. How will it be for the team now to park the England defeat and move on and look to beat Scotland?
Yeah, look, we've been in the situation before, and you know, it's about dusting ourselves off quickly. Our Scotland are in the same boat. They're going to be hurting from last week as well, but they have an opportunity to win silverware. You know, they can win a triple crown this weekend. And we have an opportunity to win the Six Nations, and you know, we're both in the same position. We're both like chomping at the bit to get back out there, and we want to obviously show the Irish, get back to our best and show what we're capable of, and right the wrongs of last week.
Cian, right? Sorry, just a bit off topic, but we're just asking Simon Eastley, but Anton Frisch. You obviously played him week in, week out. He's been a brilliant signing for Munster. Do you think he's good enough, ready to step up international rugby? You'd be disappointed if it's in blue and not.
Yeah, look, credit to him. Well deserved. He's been playing really well for Munster the last, you know, since he's arrived. And fair play to him. All I can say is congratulations to him. It's a massive opportunity for him, and I'm sure he'll do his best to take it.
It's like just on the Scots, like people will see Ireland record against them. They see last weekend when we lost 18, they're probably going to be putting off it. Why? How big a threat are they, and why are they?
I think the only people writing them off would be the media. Like, so we certainly won't be. You know, every time we play them, it's a tough game. You know, you look at the last Six Nations, it was a tight game for a lot of that game. You know, even every time we played them, it's tough. Their attack is, you know, it's wide, it's quick, and it's unpredictable. You know, at times, and you know, they've shown they can beat any team out there when they're on it. And they'll certainly be turning up this Saturday, to be honest. And it's up to us to put our kind of mark on the game and make sure we nullify that.